Good Shabbos, everyone. A few words of Torah and our Parashat Va'era. Our second parsha in the book of Shemot, in the book of Exodus, as we make our way so quickly through this story. We think of Exodus as being the grand story of our leaving from Egypt, and yet the book itself, we are done with leaving in about 3 weeks. We have the beginning of the plagues. We have the hardening of Pharaoh's heart. He's hardening his own heart right now. But the line that stood out to me this year, one I think I hadn't noticed before, is at the beginning of our parsha, we have just after the burning bush. We have this moment of Moses just post-revelation thinking of going to the people and convincing them that he's going to let them go, that he's going to convince Pharaoh himself to let them go. But Moses looks back at God and says, God, I can't go tell them they're going to be free. No one will believe me. They've given up on hope. They have faced such oppression. They have faced such awfulness over and over again. They are so downtrodden that hope is no longer possible. I don't know about you, I resonate with this feeling. I came into services this evening just as down can be. I don't feel it anymore. There's something about being here and being in this space and being with all of you that changes it. But I had coffee with a friend, a pastor, just before this, who told me, like so many of my other friends with trans kids, that he's leaving the country. We turn on the news. We see what's happening in Minnesota. I see the streets of where I went to college filled with secret police and masks going door to door. But there's a recipe in this week's parsha too. And there's a recipe in Jewish history for hope. Because the thing about Jewish history is that no matter how bad it is right now, if you study Jewish history, you know it's been worse. It's a very Jewish kind of hope right there, right? In fact, there's a joke. What's the difference between a Jewish optimist and a Jewish pessimist? The Jewish pessimist says, it can't be any worse than this. And the Jewish optimist says, sure it can. But actually, you can switch it. It works just as well. But there's another recipe in this week's Torah portion because, of course, what it is that changes the world, what it is that in the story brings God into the story, what it is that brings sacredness and holiness and the possibility of change and hope is the groaning of the oppressed. I can't help but see those secret police in the streets and give up. And I can't help but hear the sound of those whistles and have a little bit of hope. Because the thing of it is, if you're going to groan, if you're going to cry out, if you are going to make sacred, painful noise, you have to hold on to the belief that something can be different, that something can yet be better. And so let us cry out. Let us scream into the world and scream into the abyss and scream at those ICE agents when we see them. And they're here. They're in St. Louis too. And let us hold on to the idea that we can protect our neighbors, even when we feel like we can't protect ourselves. Let us hold on to the idea that the world can be a better place than it is. Let us keep being a sukkat shalom. Let this synagogue, this building, this community keep being a vision of the way that the world could be when the world is not the way that it could be. And let us remember, let us always remember that we can't be the light for ourselves. We can't hear our own cry. And yet we can be the light for each other. We can be the inspiration towards hope for each other. We can keep groaning. We can keep shouting out. And we can go by the loudest whistles we can find. Shabbat shalom.